Welcome back to Between the Lines. I'm Kalen. This is the Emerson Grove series, exactly as it was meant to be heard. Whew, I'm still recovering from last week. How about you guys? Did you head over to Patreon for the full unedited version? Butch and DJ in the bedroom? Wow. Honestly, I need a friend like Butch. Think about it. They share laughs, a love for Johnny Reed, and they share orgasms. Seriously, does it get better than that? He brings her flowers, wine. He even brings her little fur baby catnip. DJ got the fireworks, Bandit got the catnip pie, and everybody left that house with a smile. In my house, a good night usually means I didn't trip over the cat on the way to bed. But seriously, who here had music, flowers, or a life-changing orgasm the very first time? Not me. Mine was more like a clumsy wrestling match in the front seat of a Chevy where I was mostly worried about getting caught by someone seeing us. We write it perfectly in the books because it's fiction. It's the redo we all deserved. Well, when we left off last week, DJ's friend Barb, the town hairstylist, with zero filters and a PhD in gossip, had just stopped by. Now, Barb's last line when she was summing up DJ's life was, "Girl, when you go for a change in your life, there's no holding you back." So you're telling me that in the span of less than 24 hours, you quit your job, doubled your income, and got laid? Now, come on, seriously, if that's not a hat trick, I don't know what is. Let's dive into where we left off last week. We share a laugh about it, and then I admit that I'm a little afraid now how Jared and Celia will react when they find out that I have signed contracts from the 3 big clients. Barb gets serious and reminds me that I always have Butch on speed dial, and he is the best security I could ask for. She also suggests that now that my finances are secure, I should consider investing in an alarm and camera system for the apartment, as well as some better door locks. Valid point. I'm not one that had ever thought about that. I mean, a security system, really? It's a small town. But you know what? I increased the security on my laptop data. I've ordered a new laptop as a backup, so I've protected my work. But myself, I didn't really think about. I didn't think I needed to do that. Roxy's brother works in the home alarm system industry, so Barb suggests that I send him a text right now and have him stop by and see me today. So I do that while we're drinking our coffees. Wow, just having the text sent actually makes me feel better already. I guess I'm a little more than concerned for my safety from Jared. He's a bit of a wild card, and he will feel betrayed by me, even though his lies created this turn of events. Barb, not wanting me to spiral, changes the subject and reminds me that we created a list on Margarita Monday, and we have signed up for everything that we need to, and the first event is in a week and a half, and it's the Tantric Sex Workshop. But we also agreed to attend a fitness class once a week with Roxy. So Barb pulls out her phone and texts Roxy to see if we can fit into the class today. And then she sends a text to the rest of the group suggesting that we attend the 5 o'clock class tonight. Everybody texts back a smiley face, so we're confirmed. So let's chat about real life here for a minute. Because if my friends and I were making a list of fun things to do, I don't think that attending a fitness class would even enter our thought process. Seriously, I thought we were talking fun here. It's fiction, remember? But I do remember our weekly margarita nights from a long time ago, because I'm old. But the place was called Chi-Chi's, and my favorite was the strawberry margarita. That brings back memories too. Well, I'm old, so some of the memories are fuzzy, but they're still there. Let's get back to the book. I make a face at Barb. Fitness classes are not my fave. So she kindly reminds me that my muscles are a bit stiff this morning and that I could use a stretch out to limber them up. Yeah, she's got a point. Although I'm not sure I want that ache to go away, it's a fine reminder of the sexy time last night. Apart from the fact that this activity is on our list, it's also important for me to schedule some group activities now that I will be working from home alone most days. Being social and active will help keep me sane in my new work world. Well, as fun as this has been, I do need to get to work on my new accounts, setting up company profiles, regenerating some stock of photos and ads will be time consuming, but important for me hitting the ground running on the campaigns that I have coming up. Barb and I hug goodbye. She reaches down to give Bandit a little chin scritch, and he is still doing the drama queen dying mode. We both laugh, and Barbara says she will see me at 5 at the fitness class. The door closes and my text pings. It's Butch, telling me that he enjoyed last night and to not hesitate to let him know when I'm up for a repeat. He also mentions that he's concerned about Jared and has texted Roxy's brother to stop by and check up on my locks and to check the security around my apartment. So let's step out of the book for a minute and chat here. Any guys listening to this, take note. Butch texts her the next morning, firstly to say that he enjoyed himself the night before and letting her know that he's up for round 2 and he cares about her safety, so he already proactively texted Cam. Now, he's not doing this just because he wants to get laid again. He is truly being a friend. Guys, remember that. If you're trying to get on the good side of a woman, friend first. Now, speaking about my life, I could use a friend like him too, but let's get back to the book. I have the best friends in the world, DJ says. Honestly, I'm not sure I would have thought to contact Cam about the security until something actually happened. So I'm grateful that my friends will look after me. The next text that comes in is from Roxy's brother, Cam. Your friends are concerned, and now so am I. I will be at your place in an hour. Will you be home? I text him back and let him know that I will be waiting for him. I start working on my new accounts, and I hear Cam's truck pull up. I look through the peephole and see Cam doing a security check around the yard. I open the door before he has a chance to knock. Cam comes in and gives me a hug and asks me to tell him a little bit about what has been going on and why my friends are concerned about my safety. He listens to my story and agrees that I need to up the security around the apartment. He also suggests putting in some cameras and a panic alarm. He also knows Jared, and he feels that we should be cautious because he can be a bit of a jackass when he thinks he is losing control. Speaking of jackasses, there's a knock on my door and Cam steps up to open it. I don't even see who it is before Cam has someone by the neck. I hear a thud as he throws the person up against the outside wall. I step out to see what's going on, and I see that he has Jared pinned to the wall by his neck. And his feet aren't even touching the ground. Wow. I need to learn how to do that. I wonder if going to Roxy's fitness class will bring me to that level of strength. Humor. I still got it. Jared looks like he's going to puke. Cam slowly lets Jared's feet hit the ground, but he now has his arm jammed up against Jared's windpipe. Jared, why the fuck are you here? He tries to talk, but Cam's arm is seriously crushing his windpipe. Fuck off, Cam. I should charge you with assault. Cam just laughs at him. Jared looks at me. We need to talk in private. And why the fuck are you not answering my calls? I just look at him. Well, douche, I'm not answering your calls because I don't receive your calls anymore since I blocked your number yesterday. Do you remember the threatening message that you left for me? I no longer work for you and have no desire to even speak to you or see you again. You lied about the Gold Hearts account, and I was forced to quit my job. Your mother is spreading false rumors about me, and now you are standing at my door like you have some fucking right to be here. Get lost. I will not be having any conversation with you. And if you continue to harass me, I will get a restraining order against you. Cam pulls out his phone and snaps a picture of Jared and hits record on his phone. Jared, I want you to understand that I'm recording this message. And if you don't back the fuck off and leave DJ alone, I will have a chat with our local police about your harassment of her. I am wiring her place up today with cameras and extra security, and Butch and I will take any threat against her very seriously, and there will be consequences. Jared pushes away from Cam and starts freaking out. You stole our fucking clients. Who do you think you are? You don't have the skill to keep those clients happy. You are barely more than an admin assistant. I did all the heavy lifting, and you think you can sweet talk those men to move their business to you? Wait till you fail to meet their expectations. You can't play the long game here. I will drown you literally and figuratively. Be warned. Well, thanks, Jared, for confessing that while my phone was still recording. Shutting off the record function on his phone, Cam continues. Jared, you are a lying piece of shit. The whole town knows the only reason you have your job is because it is a family business, and your mommy dearest protects you. Certainly not because you have any talent. DJ did all the work. Don't think your clients aren't aware of that. They pursued her when they found out that she no longer worked for Anderson Agency. Yes, Jared, your former clients pursued DJ and begged her to take them on as clients, not the other way around. Cam winks at me and says, did I miss anything? Cam grabs Jared by the scruff of his fancy shirt collar and turns him around and walks him away from my door. Cam continues speaking in a threatening tone, but I can't hear what's being said as they walk away. Although I appreciate everything that my friends are doing for me, this little run-in with Jared has scared the shit out of me. I knew he would be pissed, but I didn't actually think he would come to my home and confront me. He threatened me. That is seriously fucked up. Cam returns from escorting Jared to his vehicle and immediately starts installing a monitoring system for me. As Cam is working outside, I got a call from Steve from the community police office. Steve, Butch, and Cam all went to school together. We actually pretty much know everyone. Small town, remember? Hey DJ, how are you? Cam just sent me a recording of your run-in with Jared today. Sorry to hear you're having some issues with him. I want you to know that although he hasn't crossed any legal lines yet, he did threaten you, and you have asked him to stay away from you. So going on those 2 points, I'm going to head over to Anderson Agency and have a little chat with Jared. Because Steve also thinks Jared is an entitled ass, and because he believes that anything is possible with him, he's going to pay a friendly visit at the office and remind him that he's not above the law. These guys hate Jared. He has always been the entitled trust fund baby, and he treats everyone like they are beneath him. So it will give Steve great pleasure to walk into the Anderson Agency and officially issue a warning to Jared. It is possibly a bit extreme, but I wish I could be there to see Celia's face when Steve walks in to speak to Jared in an official capacity. My life has changed overnight. I'm not entirely sure that I like this version, but c'est la vie. Let's see what pure hell Roxy's fitness class brings. Well, folks, we're popping back into Jared's head now. He's back at the office and for some reason is surprised that shit is falling apart. He is seriously delusional. Fuck, what a shit show today has been. I certainly didn't expect to run into Cam at DJ's. Brain-dead ex-captain of the football team. Jock from high school thinks he can throw his muscle around at me. If he thinks he can threaten me and get away with it, he's wrong. Little fucker thinks he can record my conversation and scare me with it. Does he honestly think I'm some spineless jellyfish that he can push around? I may not have gym-built muscles like him and Butch, but I have resources that can buy muscle. He can't push me around. He will regret his actions today. Once I stop muttering to myself, I look at my office. My desk is covered with messages and files. I pull my phone out of my pocket and notice there are 12 Missed calls. What the fuck? Does nobody else do any work around here? Why does everything fall on me? My dad is walking towards my office. Son, are you talking to anyone in particular or just having a solo conversation with yourself? Behind my dad, I see Officer Steve strutting through the office. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell do you want? My dad immediately corrects me, and fuck, that pisses me off even more. Son, we show respect for the law and the position that Steve has in this town. Then he turns to Steve and shakes his hand. How can we help you today, sir? Sir? My dad just addressed my nemesis from high school as sir. This day is on a rapid decline, if that was even possible. Steve steps into my office and extends his hand. I do the polite thing and shake his hand, eyeing him suspiciously. My dad invites Steve to have a seat. Hello, my office, and my dad is once again stepping in to take control. This seriously needs to stop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit today, Steve? I start the conversation, taking control of the situation away from the other two. Well, Jared, I received a recording today of a conversation that transpired at DJ's home this morning. The conversation concerns me, and I wanted to have a chat with you about it. Nothing to concern yourself with, Steve. I refuse to use his official title. I'm not giving this prick any perceived respect. It was Anderson agency business. I guess I didn't realize that the police are that overfunded and bored these days that they listen to and respond to phone recordings of private citizens' conversations. Isn't that illegal to record private conversations? Oh, this point goes to Jared. DJ was fired from her position yesterday, and she, with malice, accessed computer files that contained information owned by Anderson Agency and manipulated said information after her termination, which caused undue hardship to us. She has also absconded with a few of our clients by unscrupulously giving them false information and false claims of her abilities to do the job. Steve puts his hands in the air as a sign for me to stop talking. Jared, I'm not here as an employment mediator or HR consultant. I'm here in a legal capacity because of the threats you made against DJ. This is simply a friendly visit to remind you that you're not above the law, and we take those threats seriously. Dad looks like he's about to say anything, and I give him a look that tells him to shut it. He seems to respect that and lets me finish my conversation. Steve, I was very angry at DJ. She's blocked my number on her phone, so the only way I could speak with her was to go to her home. The minute I got there, her pit bull, Cam, opened the door and accosted me. I have no doubt that I will have marks on my neck where he physically assaulted me, so maybe I should be lodging a formal complaint against Cam and asking you to arrest him for assault. Point 2 goes to the sardonic bastard. Well, Jared, if you have a video of that altercation or any proof of what allegedly happened, I would be happy to investigate that for you if you could provide proof or a witness. I do, however, have unrefutable proof of the threat against DJ, so that is what I'm acting on currently. Dad looks at me with fury in his eyes. You threatened DJ? Son, that is not how Andersons deal with things. DJ was a valued member of our team until yesterday, and we will continue to show her respect while we work out our employment issues, with the end result being her return to Anderson Agency, where we value her work and her creative abilities. Steve's eyes are pinging between my dad and I like it's a ping-pong match. He starts walking to the door and stops just before he leaves. Jared, this is a friendly reminder. Stay away from DJ. I understand that tensions run high in situations like this, but you cannot impose your will on others with threats of physical harm. Good day, gentlemen. My dad waits until Steve is out of earshot, and then he turns on me. Jared, what the hell were you thinking? I gave you directions to bring her and those contracts back to the agency, not alienate her further. Well, you totally screwed up your first round. What are you planning for the follow-up act? This isn't a game, Jared. You can't just impose your will on people. You broke this. You need to take responsibility for fixing it. Time is ticking, son. I am serious. You will be clearing out your office on Friday if DJ is not back at her desk with those 3 contracts signed back over to us. And remember, son, if you don't have a job here, those big family deposits that enter your bank account every month, they stop too. Now, step away for a second here. Did you notice that Mr. Anderson called Jared's paycheck family deposits? Even his dad recognizes the fact that he doesn't actually work. Who here thinks Jared got the point from his dad? He's been told by Butch, Cam, Officer Steve, and his dad to stay away from DJ. Do you think he heeds the advice? My guess is no. Well, my between the lines friends, it's that time again. Time to pull our heads out of the book and head back into reality of our own lives. I hope you have something wonderful planned for your day today. Here in my corner of the world, it's starting out sunny and just a little bit crisp. It looks like the perfect spring morning to finally say goodbye to winter, breathe in some fresh air, and soak up a little sunshine. Don't forget to head over to Patreon if you want to hear my post-show thoughts on today's chapter. But otherwise, I will see you right here next Sunday for the next episode of Between the Lines with Kalen. Ta-ta for now.